Are you an everyway woman?
Welcome to Everyway Woman. So at what point is saying I'm sorry past being polite? I've noticed that women are apologizing for everything. Is it too much, Amber?
I think it's too much. I had a friend that apologized every second of the day. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, I stepped on your foot, I'm sorry. And I just got tired of it, and I told her one time, I said, stop saying sorry. And she was like, you know, appalled by the fact that I told her to stop saying sorry.
Well, I think even apologies, the I'm sorry has lost the actual meaning of being sincere and being sorry, because we hear it so many times. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I think it depends. I have to say I'm sorry because of my clients when I do hair and makeup. If I do something and they don't like it, I'm sorry, let me change it.
But that's sincere.
In a relationship, am I sorry?
Right. But what if you do that makeup and you know it look good? Are you gonna say like I'm sorry? Like when is that cut off that limit part to say I'm sorry?
Let me go ahead and change it.
I'm like I'm sorry. It's gonna have to stay the same.
I'm a teacher. I'm an instructor, and I did have a student approach me and say, you know, for someone who teaches us to be confident and to believe in ourselves and put ourselves out there, I noticed that you say you're sorry a lot, and
She called you out.
Yeah, and it took me back, and I had to think about it. I was like, whoa. And then when I was hearing myself, and then I was self-conscious about it every time I said it.
Wow.
And so I think, yeah, definitely, I was saying it too much without really being conscious.
Cheryl,
see, I don't actually volunteer that many of them unless it's something that is truly sincere. You know, I have no problem admitting when I've done something wrong, and I will definitely apologize for that. But in terms of just peppering speech with them, absolutely not.
Do you think that comes from your expertise as a human relations professional?
You know what? Maybe it does. I mean, I can think of a perfect example. There was a person at my church who asked me if I would be willing to volunteer to sit on a particular committee. I told her I would get back to her because I wasn't going to just, you know, commit to it right away. And ultimately, she came back to me, and for that, I did apologize because the answer was no. So that's that.
You know, I would like to share a story.
No, and I'm sorry.
It's like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to participate.
I know.
I have a couple of stories, and they work together. Because took my niece out for a play date, and I had left because it was for kids. And when I came back, one of the teachers came up to me and said, your daughter, my niece, but she said, your daughter won't apologize to this child, and she has to leave. And I said, okay, well, let me tell her that she needs to apologize. I said, look, you need to say you're sorry. And she said, no. I said, why not? You have to say you're sorry. And she said, why? I'm not sorry. Why should I have to say I'm sorry? And I didn't really fully get the full story of what happened, but I noticed years later, I ran into the same situation with my daughter. And I thought maybe it was just that child, but it was also my own child, who then said to me, no, I don't want to say I'm sorry. And I said, honey, you have to say you're sorry. And I was teaching her that she needed to say she was sorry, even though she was not sincere about it.
Well, right. So should we do that to children, even as ourselves, to force somebody to say sorry to us if they don't necessarily mean it?
I will do that to get out of situations. I mean, I'll admit it. I will give an apology, even if I'm not truly sincere about it. And in a way, I know I'm just servicing myself.
The person feels that, though. The person feels that.
Absolutely.
If you're not sincere about that.
No, I'm a good actor.
What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All my sorries have been sincere to all of you. Let's clarify.
But you know what? But you know what? That actually brings up a good question, because how do you? Because obviously we need to teach, you know, our kids, our daughters, you know, our little girls, you know, but our kids in general, we need to teach them, you know, how to give a sincere apology. But then, is it you know, youthful stubbornness?
Right. Is it a custom that we're teaching them? It's customary to say I'm sorry.
Well, when a man come along and try and abuse them, they're like, oh, I'm sorry.
Well, but you know, and it does sometimes. The more women apologize, the more vulnerable or weak sometimes will appear. And a wise man once told me, he said, a woman shouldn't apologize for nothing.
Who wise man is that?
Yeah, and is he available?
No, that's true. But listen, to the point in that is you shouldn't apologize for who you are.
No.
And I think so many people do that. They'll apologize for being successful. They'll just apologize for their situation in life as a way of sympathizing with somebody. But that's something they should be, you know, ashamed of. Anna, what do you think?
I I think, well, like I said, in relationships, I'm not sorry because it is who
Why?
I am, and if you can't accept me for who I am, then why do you deserve a chance with me?
You're so strong in that. You really are.
I'm just saying.
But did your mom teach you that? I mean, what in you instilled that?
She showed me to be myself. But sometimes I have to admit, the real part inside me, you know, when I am alone, it's like, man, like, why are guys, like, are they intimidated by me or what? Like, do I have to play dumb or something to get a good guy? Like,
so it brings out almost like an insecurity in you.
It does. But then I stop for a minute there. I'm like, screw that. I'm not sorry. This is what
next time you say you are sorry, and the bitch don't even mess with it. You sorry.
I mean, okay, but on the subject of apologies, is it appropriate to ask or demand an apology from somebody?
Yes.
You know, absolutely. If someone has treated you in a manner that you know is unacceptable for you, then you need to let them know about it, and you need to let them know it's like, hey, we need to start fixing this, and here is how I expect you to fix it.
Yes.
You know, obviously own whatever part of it you need to, but
what
absolutely.
if they don't? What if they don't want to?
Well, then, it's okay. It's okay not to have friends all the time. Not everybody has to be your friend.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
I'm on the same page with you because at some point, if you don't tell somebody, hey, you need to apologize to me because you hurt my feelings. You may not know why, but it happened. But let me explain to you why.
Absolutely.
So it's got to be followed up with an
I like
explanation.
that. Let me explain to you why.
We're all thinking.
Let me start right now. Let me tell you right now. I got boundaries.
I think we all meditated at that moment.
But you know what though? No, there's a lot of wisdom in that because I'm in a situation now where I have a friend who's a young man, and I'm somewhat displeased with his behavior.
Oh.
And at one point, I almost just threw in the towel and said, you know what, screw it, I'm out. And then I said, you know what, I haven't informed him of what the actual problem is. So I need to give him the opportunity to make it right before I just chuck in the towel.
Or have you ever done the classic apology where you don't know what you've done wrong, but it must have been something? And
Yes.
I am so sorry.
For whatever I did, but I'm
I
sorry.
see that you're upset by it. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't do that, Amber?
No, I don't.
I know.
You're not throwing
She's
an
like,
apology.
I say sorry when I mean it.
Okay, well, lesson learned. Apologize when you need it.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more Every Way Woman when we come back from this break. Thanks for watching.
Are you an everyway woman?